There we go. Oh, I'm here tonight. It's like looking at a beautiful little kitten and a puppy playing criminal defense attorney Remi Spencer. She's so hot, her legal briefs must be flame retardant. Stephen, Congressman, you are a congressman. Remi, you are a lawyer. Do you see a class action suit brewing? Because I think you could get a little brewing joke there. Totally unintentional, people.
Well, I mean, you know that I don't sue people for a living. That's not the kind of...
He doesn't know that. Hold on, he does not know that.
That's the kind of lawyer that I am.
She needn't remind you of that.
Exactly. I defend people. But this, you know, I'm sure there's some bottom-feeding lawyer out there who's going to think they're going to make a quick buck out of this. But it is, in fact, consumer fraud. I mean, it's deceptive business practices, so it should be shut down.
Mr. Cruiser.
The hot one to my left. Now, let's say that they call these cups tall rather than large. Tall, does no one have a case?
I think Bill would make an excellent defense attorney.
Well, thank you, darling.
If he wasn't strung out on heroin right now.
Just keep all the cases located here.
However, well, good point, but however, no, I think...
It's a good point, though. They're not, it's just taller.
If they're sitting side by side on the shelf with one is $1.25 more expensive than the other, the common everyday understanding is that there's going to be more alcohol in that cup. That's why they're charging more. That is deceptive business practices.
But it's not a lie. I mean, have a Coke and a smile. I've never had a Coke and smile, Greg. Well, but they're not lying.
Depending on
smile and I talk.
Congressman, you know, first they come for the beer. What's next?
And Van de Graaff is getting, and will pass out sooner. She'll be very upset to find out that she's been ripped off. Look, I don't drink, but let's say I go in and get a quarter measure than you, not spiritually, but physically. And we can go on and on. It is deceptive advertising along the lines of...
Well, some guy, again, Stephen's got a great point. You can't hit a kid.
Well, I live in...
I was listening, by the way. I didn't just...
No, you weren't.
I know. Yeah,
it wouldn't have mattered.
They're lovely.
I heart kittens and puppies. Remi, went to the movies, they told this group...
It's a sad day that people aren't stepping up and trying to protect innocent victims of this kind of assault. But I think the congressman is correct. This is not a new phenomenon in our society. We just have greater access to viewing it. And the case that the congressman referenced, Kitty Genovese from the 60s, was a brutal murder where people were watching from their apartments and nobody called the police. Either they were afraid or they thought that somebody else would do it, but nobody took the initiative. And this gentleman, this murderer, left this woman on the side of the street, came back to her later where he sexually assaulted her and murdered her. This could have been prevented, and every state in this country has Good Samaritan laws that protect those of us who try and help the victims of these kinds.
Until you hit a kid. If you hit a kid.
Headlines, but if there were that many videos on the assault, whoever tried to defend him by attacking the children would have been in the clear. They would not have been charged.
She is glowing.
Bill,
oh, thank you.
See, this is why I can understand why people wouldn't. All right. From a
I was thinking of drawing hearts.
Yeah.
From attacks.
And I didn't see the turtleneck on that furry little stoat. But look,
I don't know that one.
It was, you know, it wasn't a toll road.
Oh, okay.
And there was no cardboard box.
I can't even talk about her. First of all, she is not from New Jersey, and that's all I have to say. I disagree with everything.
You know what was funny? We have Tully with her.
No.
Like you go, I can't talk about it. Maybe she got in a fight. Maybe you punched Snooki.
I want to watch that.
What I wrote was, I will not talk about her.
Yeah. Congressman, obviously she's racist. Artist guy, no. Do you have an answer for all this? Yeah, at what point should we get scared that the end of the world is near?
No, I'm not worried about the end of the world. I'm worried that one of the articles I read said that the fish were dying because they were stressed out. You know, these were overwhelmed and stressed fish, and if they can't handle it, then there's no hope for the rest of us.
Steve,
I was on the board. I was on the verge.
Where have you been,
girl? Where have you? Read your Us Weekly, girl.
So you're saying he's available?
Yes, he is available. I wouldn't know.
10% yes. I'd want to make sure that they'd done it maybe 5 or 10 times first to know that it was safe. But yes, count me in. You become like a lawyer out there and defend extraterrestrial rapists. No, I would not.
All right, I just checked. Going to space, Congressman, you would know the answer. Isn't this? Couldn't you just accomplish the same thing with a Pink Floyd album and a bong?
I support those two planes do with a shuttle.
I don't know.
Who cares?
It's
none of their business.
I know. All right, we got to move on.